Aries, welcome to my channel. My name is Jennifer, and today I am doing a general reading for the sign of Aries. Alright, guys, sorry it took so long to get your guys' readings out. My cold took a quick hard right. It took a hard right. I was down and out for a few days, and I'm not 100% back, but I figured I could do one reading at least today. If it does look like I stop and start the video, it'll probably be because I either have to blow my nose or I have a coughing fit. So bear with me. I'll try to make this as smooth as possible. That way I don't irritate my throat. Aries, this is a general reading for the sign of Aries. It cannot and will not resonate with everyone. If you are interested in any of my products, the link to my metaphysical store is down below. Or if you are interested in a personal reading, the information is also down below. Hello, Aries. How are you guys doing? Just in case I didn't say, I am Jennifer, and this is my channel. All right, Aries. Let's get into your guys' energy and see what's going on. Honestly, when I got into your energy, I felt a sense of, I want to say happiness, but more of a content. There's more of a content feeling with you guys. Okay. So we're starting off with, you guys got the Angel Isda and Carnelian Nourishment. Crystal Angels number 444. And at the bottom of the deck, which I always take as the underlying energy, the reason for the reading, you guys got the Ascended Master, Mother Mary, and Celestine. Unconditional Trust, crystal number 333. So immediately what I'm getting from this is right now there's a really strong need for you guys to be careful of what you're taking in. And I don't mean necessarily, well, I do mean, you know, food, what you guys are drinking, you know, careful of certain medications, whatever is your pleasure. If you guys enjoy, you know, recreational drugs, I'm not here to judge. You guys do what you want to do. But right now there's a time of needing to be careful of what you put into your body. But also there needs to be a sense of being careful what you put into your mind as well, and your soul. Being careful of the things that you're watching, the things that cause you triggers, people that you're around. If it's not nourishing your soul and making you feel better, or adding to any kind of basically giving anything beneficial, right now is a time to pull back from that. And sorry, I'm getting downloads. Hang on one second. Yeah, right now is the time to stay really rooted and make sure that your root chakra you are grounded and that your root chakra is open. There seems to be a lot of downloads coming in, but they seem to be coming from both directions, not just downloads, but uploads as well. And your root chakra needs to be open. I feel like, obviously I feel like, but on the card it actually says carnelian would be a good stone for you guys to help with your guys's root chakra. But yeah, just being really mindful of what it is that you're taking in. Right now at this time, I stopped watching news a long time ago. just because, you know, that's just my preference. And it is very much, as soon as I watch it, um, it really triggers me and I get really upset. Um, but the one thing that I've noticed lately, which is really like kind of disheartening for me, because I'm a huge horror movie fan. I'm talking about like, I've seen even like the indie films and like the one star horror movies. Me and my oldest, we sit down and we'll like binge watch horror movies. But lately it just seems like those movies seem to cause a reaction out of me that it never did before. I don't want to say it's a negative reaction, but it almost, um, for me, it was a sense of like, okay, there's not a single movie that could scare me anymore. We've watched so many horror movies. And when I've been watching them lately, I get this really kind of like a really sense of anxiety and a sense of a malevolent feeling, which is really strange because I'm telling you, I'm not gonna say my age, but I've been watching scary movies since I was little, and just until recently, it's been um, so. This is kind of what it's talking about. Be careful of what you're feeding your mind. Be careful also, I'm getting, of YouTube readings. There's and if you guys, you know, don't watch my channel, that's fine. You know, if you guys decide to take a break from YouTube readings, there's a lot of channels out there, and they're not bad readers, but they do a lot of, um even in their titles, watch this video before Monday, or watch this, you need to see this immediately. No, the fuck you don't. No, the fuck you don't. Okay? You don't need to see anything immediately. You don't need to, that's fear mongering. You're causing people to feel like there's a sense of if you don't do this right now, you're going to um, lose your opportunity. You're going to um, not get your wish fulfillment. Listen, divine, it doesn't fuck around with things that are really meant to be, and especially if you're doing the work and if you're in alignment with what needs to come in, they're gonna knock you upside the head with the message, with, hey, look, it's here. They're not just gonna be like, oh, if you don't watch this video, you're not gonna know. Like, no. Be careful of watching videos like that, or watching videos where they come in and say, "Oh, your whole wish fulfillment is coming true," and then you add on expectations to videos, and you get your hopes up high. And I can tell you this from experience. And then you get let down, and you have this huge internal tower moment because you were expecting it, but the truth is that it wasn't time yet. It wasn't time yet. There's still other things that have to go on. There's still other lessons that you have to do. There's still some things that you have to go through, work through. This is not easy work, and it's not going to happen overnight. And the truth is that when you finally feel at peace with yourself and where you're at, whether it be that you have a penny to your name and you no longer need or seek fulfillment from a relationship, past, present, or future, that's when it's going to come in. If you feel this need of, when is my divine partner coming in, or when am I going to be rich, you're not ready. You're not ready yet. It comes in when you don't need it anymore, right? Obviously, it's going to come in when you surrender to divine and you allow things to just flow naturally, and you are at peace, whether it be in, um, again, like I said, $20 to your name, or you just happily living your life without being happy where you're at with what you have. Okay. And then unconditional trust. There's a sense here, like I said, having a full unconditional trust in divine, trusting that whatever is going to come in, whatever is meant to come in, is going to come in. Excuse me. There's a sense of when it takes too long, when it's taking too long, because you can't see the things that are happening in front of you, you guys, and not you guys, everybody tends to start losing trust, right? Your trust starts to waver. You start to think that maybe I chose wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have believed what I believed. Maybe all the things that I went through wasn't real, wasn't worth it. Unconditional trust, just unconditional love for divine. Just like when they have it for you, when there have been times where I've lost it. I have gone completely nuts, and I've told them off, and I've told everybody off. I've lost it. And them coming in to tell me, go ahead, you can tell us off, you can say what you want to say. We love you unconditionally, and we understand why you're frustrated, and it doesn't matter. We're still here for you, and we're still going to be here for you, right? And that they're asking for that unconditional trust in return, knowing that they know exactly what you need, when you need it, how you need it, and making sure that you are releasing the things that you need to release. Be it ego, be it people that shouldn't be around you, be it dreams that are too small, be it whatever it is, something that you thought was big for you, and really you've outgrown that dream. That dream is no longer viable. It's not. You're gonna get that dream, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna. It reminds me of that. I don't know if anybody here has watched Scrubs, but I was a huge fan of Scrubs, and it's that episode where JD is in love with Elliot since like day one, right? And then I don't know what season it was. It was like season 4, 5. I can't remember. He finally gets her after like years. And the second he gets her, he's like, oh my God, I don't want this. It's a sense of manifesting from a state of ego, from the ego. When you manifest from ego, you're manifesting from I want, not I need. I want that. I want that. I want that mansion. You don't need a fucking mansion. You don't need a castle in the hills, right? But it's I want that. And then as soon as, and it's a sense of I want it, and as soon as I have it, I no longer want it. I just wanted to have it because it's my ego and I need that fulfillment, right? So there needs to be a sense of unconditional trust here with your not only your guides, your spirit, a sense of yourself as well, not making sure that you're asking for what exactly your higher self actually wants. If something isn't happening, is because they're telling you that's not happening for a reason, because for whatever reason, it's going to be different for everybody, right? You're asking for a job that we know things are not going to go well there, and you've done the work. We're telling you, think bigger. Or, that house isn't good for you. The foundation is not right. You need to dream something else. We're trying to lead you to something better. Surrender, unconditional trust. Stop trying to put your hand on the wheel. And we all do that, right? And it's because we've had years of doing the same thing over and over again. I surrender, and then I find myself reaching out and trying to grab a hold of the wheel, and then having to remind myself, no, surrender, and then surrendering. But it's a cycle, and it's something that you have to train your mind. Your mind is a muscle, just like every other part of your body. When you exercise, you have to train it. It hurts. It hurts at first, and you don't want to do it because it's hard. But the more you do it, the more that you will train your mind. Just surrender, right? We're starting off with the many masks, the authentic self, which 3 + 8 is 11. Yeah, so all of your guys' masks off, all of the false shit that you guys believed was yours, everything that was ego, everything that was put onto you, that was told that this is you. You're lazy. You're dumb. You're not going to amount to anything. You're not pretty enough. You're not good enough. You have no talent. All of these fake ass things that people placed on you and you placed on yourself, because technically a lot of people can say this, but we don't have to believe it, right? But it's really difficult when you're being told as an infant or as a child that these are these things. They become a part of your identity. They become a part of who you are. There's a face inside other this other statue or person or whatever this is. This I feel like is your higher self, and this is your true self, your authentic self. All of these masks are being taken off. All of these falsities, all of these thoughts that you're not good enough. Anything that was ever placed on you by yourself or anyone else is starting to fall off, and you're starting to see your true authentic self. At the bottom of the deck, we had repairing the veil, forgiveness. Repairing the veil, forgiveness. I see this as different timelines, going in and closing off different timelines, and closing off all major cycles, closing off karma, closing off if you have, family curses, closing all of those things off, crossing timelines, and at the bottom, finally putting that big ass bow and reaching for the highest timeline in this lifetime, having closed everything off and done all of the work, and finally forgiving not only from this lifetime, but you guys have no idea all the work that you guys are doing behind the scenes, all the work that you guys are doing in your sleep state, all of the work that you guys are doing. Every time that you feel you have another surrender, and there are times through this journey where I just literally, I am wake up, and for the next week or so, I'm going through these emotions and I have no idea why. And it's because we're closing off things from the past that never got closed off. In this lifetime, you are closing off all timelines. You are reconciling all timelines into one. And now in this timeline, you're reaching for the highest because you have closed off all karma. You have paid karma. You have closed off any past timelines. You have healed all those pains because we've had some fucked up shit happen in the past, right? Not only that, we've done some fucked up shit in the past, okay? We have, and that's why we in this lifetime have karma to deal with, right? And so here we are at the bottom of it, tying a big old ass fucking bow, finishing off all that stuff so that we can now move into the pleasure matrix where it no longer fucking hurts, and we can now live in the 3D in a pleasure matrix, right? Because you have done the work. Forgiveness, forgiving everything from the past, forgiving yourself for all the stuff that you've done in the past. When I would have past life remembrances, they were difficult, and it would take me out a few days knowing some of the stuff that I had done or that had been done to me, right? By people that are in this same lifetime sometimes. And it was difficult to look at them and be like, this motherfucker, right? But it's about forgiveness. Like, you hurt me in this life and in the past one. Like, oh, forgiveness. Seeing everybody for who they actually are. Not only are we removing the masks from ourselves, but we're also removing the masks from other people, seeing who they truly are. Even people that have done us harm and damage in the past, seeing them for who they truly are. The God and goddesses in everybody. Seeing everybody equally. Not only you as a god or you as a goddess, you as see the God in you, but see the God in the neighbor in front of you that walks around in I don't know. I don't even know. I can't even give you an example. But yeah, your baker, the crazy lunch lady. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't go out anymore. Um but yeah, removing the mask from other people and seeing past the hurt and the pain and the behaviors that are not acceptable, but understanding why they do it, not having to take it, but understanding and maybe stepping away, saying your piece and stepping away. We have the Willow of Wasp next. Treasures hidden in the shadows. Yeah. So there's a sense here of going through, trusting unconditionally, almost like closing your eyes and then telling you, just walk, trust us, just walk. And with that, all of your gifts, all of your everything that you have been hoping for, everything that you've been manifesting, everything that you deserve, have you done the work, then these are things that you deserve. Close your eyes and walk towards us unconditionally. You are being completely protected. You are safe. Just trust us unconditionally. It's almost like that trust game where you throw yourself back and trust that they're going to catch you, right? That's what divine is telling you. Trust us unconditionally. We're going to catch you. Just walk forward, and I promise you that if you trust us, you're going to find a bunch of just little Easter eggs along the way as gifts. We will support you. We will guide you to where you need to go to find those Easter eggs. You are completely surrounded. This looks all dark, but just a little bit of light. But I feel like that light is your guys' guides and spirit. And I'm getting a sense here that your connection to divine isn't the strongest that it's been. Um, it's not disconnected, but it is quite small compared to what it used to be. And it's only because there's a sense of blinders. There's a sense of not wanting to see you, what's surrounding you. They want you to be focused. They want you to basically standing still in the storm. This gives me almost a sense of in the eye of a hurricane. You're in the eye of the hurricane, and it's where it's the quietest, and it's where you can't see anything around you. But they're saying, trust us, follow us, and we will lead you safely to your little Easter eggs. We will start dropping blessings when we know you are ready, and we will take care of you, right? Because coming up, you have the watchers. There's a sense here of you being protected, you being watched over, transpersonal, you being guided. You guys have people watching over you. I'm also getting a sense here of there seems to be a transition going on where people or guides who were your watchers before, people that were guiding you, are leading you to a place where the message that I'm getting is that they're leading you to a place of freedom, not only from people, but from them. It seems like, do you see how this up here, it looks like this crown chakra right here is being lightened up? You're being led to the information that you're going to need, and you're no longer going to need them anymore. You're no longer going to need them to give you that information. That information, you're going to just automatically know it. The watchers that used to watch over you, that used to give you the information that you needed, the ones that used to almost your own personal Google, right? Like, hey, I have this question. Can you answer it for me? And they would come in and give you that information. It's almost like the information is now being downloaded to you, transpersonal. See, transpersonal. It is now being downloaded to you. That information is going to be given directly to you. You're no longer going to need these watchers to come in and give you that information. Anything that is false is being removed, and the information you're going to need is going to be there readily and available to you. Yeah, look at that. Look at all that being downloaded into the crown chakra. All that information being lit up. All of that. And there, it doesn't mean that you're not going to be protected anymore. It just means that there was somebody basically while you were there was information that, like I said, it was very much blinders. You could only see 1 or 2 steps ahead of you, right? And now you're being given freedom to be able to see much farther because you now have that knowledge. You now have the balance. You have an equal balance of masculine and feminine. So you can control, and you have earned the right to have this information, right? With the last card being the overflow, 43, 7. Overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. Yeah. So just with the obvious with this card, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it looks like here, it looks like it could be a bubble, but it also looks like it could be the moon. And there seems to be this spreading of light coming through. So it's almost like part of the shadow that was here that you guys couldn't see in the past, it's starting to be overwhelmed by this light, right? You guys are being overwhelmed by information, everything that you guys couldn't see in the past, anything that was making you feel confused, anything that was making you feel like you had no idea where you were going. It's all going to flow in and just shine a light clearly for you guys to see. There's also a sense here of you guys finally being able to I'm getting a lot in your heart chakra, but coming out as an equal balance of your heart chakra and an equal balance of mind, meaning that you guys are able to use your discernment clearly because you guys have an equal balance of masculine and feminine, right? Overwhelm and plenty. Yeah, I feel like you guys are going to be overwhelmed, and not just with information, but of all of the tools that you guys have needed. Abundance in all areas of life. Everything that you need to continue doing what you were supposed to doing for your life plan is going to be readily available to you. Whether it be abundance, whether it be financial, whether it be connections, whether it be your guys' intuition, because like I said, it feels like it's very narrow right now. I feel like it's going to be blown wide open. There's not going to be any questions about what exactly it is that you need, or you're going to have it all available. It's going to be given to you. You're no longer going to have a guard at that, not a door of knowledge. That library is wide open. You guys can enter at any time, right? Yeah, so that's what we're ending with. You guys are going to have absolutely everything that you need here on out to be able to see clearly what exactly it is that you guys need to do. There's a sense of clarity here. I'm getting the Ace of Swords in my mind. That's the message that I'm getting. Let me get you guys a postcard from Spirit, and I'm gonna leave it there because I feel a coughing fit coming on. Postcard for Aries, guys. Okay. You guys got two. I'm only gonna do one because yeah, that's a lot of reading. All right, dearest you, we're a chatty bunch over here, always talking about how to support you in your life's journey. We communicate to you through the language of oracles, dreams, signs, metaphors, and omens in your life on earth. However, clarity in your communication is essential to being understood. You don't speak in symbols, and if you did, you would definitely confuse things. Right now, you're facing a situation, and when you're being asked to have integrity, be clear and learn how to ask for your needs to be met. The first step is to admit out loud that you have needs. The second is to ask out loud for them to be met. And the third is to allow the other person, organization, or even us to answer you. When you follow these steps, you can most definitely expect an answer in your favor. Affirmative, we say, loving you so very much. I don't know if you can see that. That was really cute. Let me just see with the other card. I'm going to read it. Hopefully I have time. All your prayers are heard and mirrored back to you from the unseen realms, and be grateful, praise things before they manifest, and always ask for the highest good. When you plead and beg, that will only bring you more reasons to plead and beg. Instead, offer your prayers as sacred gifts, as a testament to your faith in a higher power. Open up and let Spirit remove you through and to comfort. Add meditation as a way to become empty, so you will be ready to be filled with inspired epiphanies, peace, understanding, and joy. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that because I've run out of time. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.